Good morning. Good morning to those of you who follow me or tune in on a Saturday morning. You loyal bunch. Um, it's early Tuesday morning here in London. Great London. We had a few sunny days actually. Sunday was gorgeous. And I'm whacking on my second layer of Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is a new pot for me. Oh, honestly, this is a product that I go back to and back to. I've got about 7 of these beautiful little spoolies, which is great for work actually. If you don't know what that is, by the way, it's a little spoolie that you take your cream out with so you don't put any bacteria in the pot, so it keeps it really, really clean from your fingers. It just looks really, really beautiful. If you've got dry skin, oh, it is honestly such a treat. I believe it's the best-selling moisturiser in Space NK, or it was the last time I talked about it with a friend. Anyway, my roots are so bad, I thought maybe I should just come on and not dry my hair and do my hair wet. And this is what you'll get at the end of the film. Always nice to see, I think. And we're going to do a bit of the blonzing trend. If you're not up to date with what that is, it's how you mix your bronzer and brusher to get this really dewy, kind of merging tones of like warmth and colour and a kind of sort of more deeper rosewood. And this is a trend obviously that's been regurgitated and regurgitated. I remember talking to journalists years ago about this trend, saying it's almost like, say for instance, if you've got like a lovely peachy apricot cheek, so you've put apricots in the oven and you've baked them. That's how I saw skin. So we're going to go for that vibe. You ready for that? Because wow, this is going to be a dramatic improvement, right? Sip of coffee, let the Vive settle in. Caroline Hirons has launched the eye cream, and ladies and gentlemen, it's lovely. I have 3 amazing eye creams that are just so wonderful, spoilt for choice. Caroline's Dr. Sam Bunting with that beautiful lovely neutralising light reflecting tone, and the Trini London one. I'll link them all below. Don't know where they are. They are flying around my table because I love them a lot. This I've been trialling for the last 4 days, and it came recently. And do you know the feeling when you put an eye cream on? Also really quite nice for my lips as well. And you put the eye cream on. Now, depending obviously what needs you wish for your eye, this just stays hydrated. So the plumpness, the hydration in the skin just lasts. So it all feels, don't want to say tacky because that's the wrong word, but it just feels really, really bouncy and hydrated, which obviously then allows your makeup to last and look a lot fresher. So yes, if you're in the market for an eye cream, if you want me to do a separate eye cream one and talk about them all individually and more in depth, then I can do that too. And I will get to the masterclass about the skin tones. Thank you very much for that. Nice to know that you need that. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Super Tinted Hydrator from U Beauty, which, as you know, is a classic of mine. This is shade 3, just because I know that I'm inside all day. Yes, that's an interesting thing. I do think about where I'm going to be, if you can, obviously. You're going to be in the same place the whole day. To how I put my makeup on. I never even thought about that, but I am going to be inside all day, so I know that my skin's going to be dry. I could just use that extra hydration, and I want it to look as fresh as possible. I think I've always been skin aware. Again, never knew this was such a thing, because obviously I was always aware of my spots. And I had such bad acne that I would literally always face the light, because I knew if someone was seeing me from a side light, they would see everything so badly, and everything would look so much worse. So yeah, I guess I am aware of how my skin looks in different lights, in a kind of not a good way, if you know what I mean. Far too worried about it. Anyway, for me, this is just fabulous because it just gives that lovely radiance, and I can feel the joy of the hydration in my skin. And also because we're going to be doing this kind of like bronzing. I'm going to go in for the same concealer. I'm sorry, I'm so boring. I've recommended this to so many people, but it just works. And while I'm chatting away to you and it's not the focus of the film, why the heck not? Where was I? Talking about skin. Oh no, the builders have just arrived. They're fixing the roof next door. Oh well, we'll have to go with it. I've got the front microphone on. Okay, I knew there was something going on. Right, I was going to redo the film and start again, but I'm not. Hopefully you heard what I was saying. I knew there was something wrong. I'm a little bit off colour, if I'm honest. But today's the only day that I can get my little stories out to you, so I had to do it. So bear with me if I'm not on full, I'm not, oh my God, I'm not running on full capacity. Any new subscribers, normally I'm quite fluent with what I'm talking about. Let's just buff this in with this lovely Rare Beauty brush that I got recently from a launch, because they've launched some new bronzers and contours, which I can go into actually. Got some nice warm and cool colours. And the warm and cool is something I want to come back to with you guys as well, because I think that's still causing a little bit of confusion. Right, there we are. So that is my base for now. To keep it modern, you really want to have lots and lots of lovely brightness to your skin. So I'm going to put the Refy Enlighten on. Now I'm going to pat it first of all, because I want to get a really good amount of product on the area of my skin, right across my lids, okay? I don't want to go straight in with the brush, because obviously that buffs it straight down. Take a little bit to my forehead, and just because I want that lovely glow and dimension to my skin, I can just rub that in and buff that into the beautiful tinted moisturiser that I used. Let that settle, and then just take a really soft, fluffy brush and soften those edges, okay? You want to just take it just a little bit over the outer corner of the eye and then around there. Now you'll find that with most luminizers, they do settle, so, and some of them do fade. I've always, my big annoyance actually, whenever I'm trying out a highlighter, I always put it on my hand, come back to it in half an hour. I've definitely mentioned this before, and look back at it, and some of them, I would say the majority, fade. This one doesn't fade, otherwise I wouldn't be using it, but it gives that lovely kind of glow. Now the thing about the Blonzing is that you want to add a lot of warmth, kind of like, I just pulled out a few of these colours, like these rosewood colours. This is called, this is Sun-Kissed. Sorry, this isn't a rose gold, this is Sun-Kissed. But I chose this because it's not really like a bronzing shade, right? It's got that lovely reddy tone to it. So that would be a beautiful base for us to start with. And then we've got these from Hourglass, which is called Moment and Scene. Again, two really beautiful warm based colours. Now, if you are a cool girl, you probably want to avoid this, but you can always add a cooler highlighter over the top. But just be aware of that, because if you're going in for this warmth colour, really warm, you just want to top it up with that. And that will kind of give you the cool edge, and you can do that right at the end. I'm probably really confusing you, I should start. But I wanted to say that, again, so much out there is about buy. And yeah, I did buy a few more shades that might be kind of interesting for this film. They haven't arrived, and I thought, actually, do you know what, I can make my own. I've got loads of stuff, and it's really important about that, to be able to use what you've got, and I know you guys do. But these Halo Glows from e.l.f. are also really wonderful, and you've got the lovely warm fusion of the pink and the bronze. So here's the more pinky one, here's the more bronzy one, and in the middle, this shade here called Candlelit is a mixture of both. So I thought we could actually use that. So let's go in and really work with the nude stick first of all. We're going to keep this a little bit high, and I'm going to go really TikTok and start doing stripes all over my face. I'm probably going to blend with my finger first to get this warmth in. But it's a really beautiful look, and you really will see such a lovely transformation with my face. And I'm taking this all the way in, right across my lid and all the way out. So this is like oh, she's got something on her face, but what is it? It's kind of soft. It's very, very diffused and it's nice and sheeny. But seeing how I looked before is really going to be such a lovely way to compare the looks. Now this kind of nose colouring thing is obviously not of our generation, right? And not something that I would necessarily do on clients with the pinkier tones, always with a little bit of warmth. But you know, it's nice, but just go subtle and just make sure that it's a clean line, so it kind of gives you that sun-kissed look. So you can see I've got the sun-kissed look now, cheeks and eyes. What's missing is a little bit on the neck and a little bit around my forehead. So this is where you come in with your beveled firm brush. So mix it around, mix it around, mix it around, mix it around. So you want to make sure that all the pigment is even, so that every stroke that you put on, you get a nice even portion of the product, okay? So into the socket. Now, you know, I'm a big fan of kind of creating like water painting makeups. I love makeups that kind of, the colours splurge into each other. It's really, really soft. So this is right up my street. And also when you're doing this, just really focus on where I'm placing this colour. It's all from my cheekbones above here, around here, not sort of round in circles, not right underneath. It's all above and it's all really, really soft. Okay, just into the hairline like that. I'll just take the remnants down just on my neck here just to warm up, and it's very, 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 very light. Good. Okay, so that's really subtle. You can go a lot stronger, obviously. I'm going to see how that settles in. I'm going to go in with the Candlelight blush, the highlight. Even though I've already got highlighter on, that was the brightness of my skin. This is going to add the warmth. So let's just take it out. A lot comes out, as you can see. So just do a few little dots across there. Use the same brush that's still got the pigment in. And then that just diffuses it even more. That there. Oh, look. That's a bit too much, Blonzing. Bit too much. Let's see if we can just blend that in nicely. Just deposit that under the eyebrow, maybe. You know, these aren't, still such a lot on my hand, actually, I'm fine. It's a gradual build up, and these products aren't too heavily pigmented. So you can go nice and easy with it. I really like that now, and I think I can add a little bit more pink, but I'm just going to let that settle in. Okay, it's always quite nice just to stop. Let's do brows and lashes. Oh, I picked up a new L'Oreal mascara, by the way. Has anybody tried? Just took the wrapping off. That took me about 10 minutes. Paradise Big Deal. I bought it because I loved the brush. Thin. It's going to add a little bit of this soft kohl to the end of the brow. Structure is really important when you are doing a very, very sort of like soft makeup. And you can see, like, if you look at my face now, how hoodie I look. Okay, it's really in. Hi, builders. So we need to put some depth back in there. But you'll always look like that once you've kind of blanked out any kind of detail. Your eyes will look smaller, but you bring those out. And that's when people begin to panic, because they think, oh no, my face is changing and I don't like how it's looking. So can we just get rid of it? That's why a lot of makeup artists, I say that, I actually don't know, because I don't obviously work alongside a lot of makeup artists, but a lot of people don't like to show someone their makeup before they've finished, because they don't want them to freak out. And I understand that. But now I'm, I suppose, more well-oiled in the industry. I like to show them step by step by step, so nothing is a shock. And actually, you know, people feel more confident if they know that they're in charge of the wheel, if you know what I mean. Right, this is a beautiful eyeshadow from Jones Road, a lovely single, and it's called Rose Gold. So that is perfect. This glass is actually really good for keeping my hair back. My colour's so bad. Did I mention that? I think I did. Not so bad, I just haven't got around to it. And I was going to do a bit of a colour change, and then I haven't done that. So we're going to do that in a while. It's just really hard organising everything in a life that is just ever changing. Anyway, a nice fat brush. I'm going to go for the 11, okay? So it's not as compact as the smaller one. A little bit of fluff on it because I don't want it to be too intense, but I do want it to be lifted. This is a really beautiful, like, wide awake look. Look at that. And no, I'll probably do this with little Baby Bud. Baby Bud on the side, into the interior, warming up that area there. And giving me a soft definition. I just love this brush so much. Kind of makes my mouth water because it just makes everything so easy. Let's do the other side. Lay the colour flat on Baby Bud, push her into the corner, and obviously you can use this technique for lots of dark shadows. I've got a really beautiful grey that would look fabulous with this shirt actually. A nice matte grey. Loving a stripe. Loving a stripe. Don't know whether you've ever bought a frame shirt before, but they're so delicate and light. Up there, so that catches the light nicely under there and brightening my eyes. Probably still need a bit more definition later. I love that. I got one comment last week. They were like, oh God, I can't remember the exact words she used. It's something like, I thought you were going to make a right. What did she say? Made me laugh. It was just one of those lines, a real mess of the makeup. And then you didn't. It was really, really made me chuckle because it's funny watching it and not really knowing where I'm going to go with it, right? Because you must think, oh, what is she doing? And it's nice, isn't it, just to have that, or to watch that progression of makeup, I think, to see where it goes. And so the point of what I'm saying is just be gentle on yourself. Just get to the end of it and then judge. Right, so let me see. Let's do the mascara. No, let's do a little bit of socket. So same brush as the rose gold, going in with the dense bronzer with a smaller but still fluffy, right, brush, so it's not going to be too heavy. Brilliant. That's all I need. Just that wash. And the thing is, when you're watching all these types of films on TikTok, Instagram, even if you do, you've got to remember that the people putting on this makeup are sat right in front of a bright light, okay? Pretty much every single time. Got me in real life daylight. So you see the makeup, how it's going to be, and makeup translates so differently in different lights, as makeup artists know. Oh, here we are, just starting to open it and I wasn't giving you a warning. Let's go for it. As we know with mascaras, right, first coat, you normally don't get the wow factor. Okay, so first impressions, really easy to use, great brush, nice, nice and firm. Let me just take that off. Let me just get, I've got a cotton bud handy. Always good to get a mascara smudge, right, when you're on camera. Yeah, this is up my street straight away. And actually, impressed with that. Now I'm doing a soft look, I think. So I'm probably going to tint. What I was doing then was just sort of visualising my face. I might go darker on the lips, we'll see. And then did I want lots of mascara on? So I'm my weight of this mascara wand is so delicate compared to the kind of confident strokes that I was doing at the top to lift, lift, lift. And your point when you're looking in, and I hope now, even though I'm looking slightly down at my mirror should really be up here, because I want you all to change the direction of your mirrors. I want your mirrors all to be just up slightly, because my God, I look so much better. Never, please don't, not never, please don't do your makeup looking down. It just doesn't give you that lovely joy, that satisfaction of how makeup can change and warm your features. And if you're spending a truckload on it, and let's face it, a face of makeup is a truckload. Even if you're spending like 15 quid on a product, it's mad, totally mad. So you want to get the best version of yourself in that reflection of the mirror, okay? Best version of yourself. So raise those mirrors, raise me up. Just quickly thinking of a song that had the word raise in. Come on. You raise me up. And I can't sing, so don't tell me what the heck. I've even had singing lessons. She said there was no hope. And I actually have to agree with her. I have really tried. I've worked with lots and lots of musicians over the years and spent lots of time travelling in cars and having this conversation. And politely they, do that sort of sad pity face. Oh dear, yes. What a gift if you can sing. If you can sing and you're watching this film, sing. Oh God, I would love it. I would love it. Just to pour all that beauty out of you is quite incredible. Okay, good. So I'm going to leave the face like that for the moment, and I'm going to go in now with a little bit of the pink highlight from e.l.f. Okay, so this one is called True Beauty Blush. Now I'm going to put it on with my ring finger and see how much, because I only want a hint, because it's the fusion of the brown and the pink together. That's it. That's what I needed. I needed the pink, and I might layer a little bit of powder over that. That's really beautiful. Now it becomes like multi-dimensional. Now I'm going to use that. I'm going to use it right under my eyes that are beautifully hydrated. Oh, this is so nice. I'm going to go crazy. Add more and more and more. Just take it all the way up there. Mixing it in so it all becomes... Okay, obviously that's too much now, but wait. I need to get the colour on in order to perfect and then remove it, okay? So let's clean up under there. Let's clean up. This is the brush that I used for the light. Enlighten, just the pure light there. Okay, so she's looking a bit muddy here. So let's just really just whoosh that in slightly. My skin's not perfect, but I'm fine with that. It's okay. Just adds the realness for me. Otherwise you end up just looking otherworldly. Let's bring that up there. All that lovely softness. It's creating something dark up there. Okay, happy with that. Now, I'm going to go in with this Swede powder. I've been really enjoying playing and loving this. It is not for bright lights. I'm not sure I talked about this last week or not. It's too shiny, but for everyday work, everyday makeup work, every day in soft light, it works a treat, because it just calms the skin. I'm going to take a clean brush, a nice soft brush with a little bit of this. Tap it off in my hand. I want to smooth underneath that line to almost just sort of capture that and finish there. Oh, we didn't really talk about the mascara. Yeah, I like it. Just because I know you understand. The battery just ran out. The life gods. Oh, what is that behind there as well? Some bag. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, at least you're not paying for it. At least you're not paying for my content. I thought you'd probably ask for a refund. Gee whiz. Right, let's finish this goodness look before I'm... This goodness look? Let's finish this look before my hair dries and everything fades and you get really bored and you switch off. Please don't. Bear with me. Right. Whilst I was waiting for the battery to change, I had a closer look at the mascara because we were looking at that, weren't we? Or I was looking. Did I like it? Yes, I do like it. Let's see how it lasts. I'll get back to you next week. What I did do is take a really sharp little pointed cotton bud. Thank you. I know you were helping me with that. And I lifted up my lid and I just cleaned up the root to tidy up my application, because that just gave me a little bit more space. And sometimes if your skin is slightly loose on your lid, you can get a darker edge there and it can close the eye. So I think that just made, I mean, subtle difference, but it did make a subtle difference. Just before I finish off, I'm going to do a lot of Hourglass today. I do love Hourglass. I love this. This is in my own personal makeup bag. And I've got my brush, nice big brush. In fact, I'm going to use my biggest brush, which is the number 4. We're going to mix, because we're doing a glowy look. So going in with a glowy bronzer and just a little bit underneath for a little bit of strength and just down the neck of the shirt, just to warm that up very, very subtly across the nose. Just a little bit of powder, very, very, very delicately. Don't want to overdo it. Then teeny weeny bit of hot pink. This might ruin it, so I'm just gonna just give myself a little bit of something there. I might just end up making it a little bit too dolly-tastic, and just take away that lovely soft radiance by using the powder, but no, very subtle. It's all these beautiful, look at it, look at the lovely dimension to the skin. God, I love that. Let's just put a wash, like the end of a brush. Oh, that's nice. The end of a brush when you've removed the powder. Oh, that's really nice. Possibly going a little bit 70s, but we'll just stop now. But it's just the end of the brush just really adds just a little bit of something and nothing, and a beautiful skin is made up of so many different colours and tones. Right, so that's if you want to create that very soft, natural but made up look. You want to make sure that you put lots and lots of colour into your makeup. Let me finish off with this. I'm not really being very concise. I need to go back into sort of masterclass mode. That's filthy. Let me just sharpen that. Sharpening the eye pencil, softening the eye pencil, and just placing that on the waterline. Oh God, I've got something in my eye. That's a disaster. Oh my God, it's literally a disaster. I don't know what I've put in my eye. I think some like shavings of an eye pencil. I mean, unless you could actually see my work, you would never ever think that I've done this as a job for 30 years. But here we are. There we are. That's better. So sharpen the pencil carrot. I don't know what went in my eye then. I just don't think I'd removed all the shavings off. But anyway, here we go. I like having a laugh with you. I don't have an ego, so it doesn't really matter to me. Because I know we all have these moments, because we're all humans. Right, now listen, back to the makeup. So this is a lovely palette of the Hourglass Unlock that I carry in my kit. It's a really great formula for long wear, for colour, really great selection of colours, and it's also fantastic. This is from Muji, It's really good actually if you've got lots of lipsticks to palette them, because you can really see quickly what you want. And sometimes I just put this against my client's skin and instantly I can see which shade I'm going to use. So I want to really go in for like these kind of like warmy shades here, this warmy kind of red. These are all way too pink. Can you see that? Too pink, too cherry. No, this kind of little groupage of family here is nice. Okay, let's go in. This shade I'm going to try first is called Tiger Lily. And my lips are hydrated, but I took the excess slip off. That's nice. Needs to be browner. How are you finding using a flat brush like this? For those of you who bought the brushes, have you found it easier? And have you used this for overlining and underlining lips too? Makes all the difference. Do you see what I mean about this texture? I've literally just laid it on my lips. And the colour has just gone on beautifully. Clean, check, Caroline. Clean ring finger and just mush that in. Because again, everything about this look is soft. I think I need to take a little bit of the warmth out. So I'm going to go in with this. This is sort of a slightly more deep, reddy, rusty. So for those of you who actually really liked the first lipstick or want to copy this lipstick, good luck. I can always find something to match. There we are. Just needed a little bit, almost taking the yellow out of the colour. It's amazing how cool skin tones can make everything look quite yellow, and warm skin tones make everything look a bit pink. And if you've got girlfriends that you can try different colours on, it just reads completely differently. Love that. Okay, let me dry my hair and I'll come back to you. Quickly, just very briefly, tongued it through. Time is running out. Do my little buttons up. Yeah, looking much better. Now with a bit of hair, funnily that. And so yeah, there we are. This is how to kind of do a really cool, soft blonzing effect to your makeup, making it just fabulous and wearable. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week. Bye.